Right now on News9 at 6, a woman is dead after police say she was hit by the driver of a car on the northwest side of Oklahoma City. I'm Colby Thelen. Why police had to shut down Lake Hefner Parkway for hours after that crash. It's coming up.
Plus, an Oklahoma teen is continuing to recover after a violent crash last Christmas Eve that left him partially paralyzed. I'm Addie Crawford. Why doctors say Caden Cummings' survival is remarkable. Ahead.
Good Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Megan Gold here on this Friday after Christmas. Conditions are calm and quiet. It is a warm start to the day, though, and today will be another record breaker. We'll talk more about your Friday and your weekend forecast with the strong cold front. It's coming up.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Good Friday morning. Glad you're with us. It is the day after Christmas, and for some folks, that's no man's land, but we're here with you, and we're going to walk you right through it.
Yes, it is a Friday morning. We're feeling good. It's the end of the week. Holiday week.
A lot of big football games coming up tomorrow. Got a lot of holiday games as well. Let's turn to the Bob Mills Weather Center because right now we got to talk about something that just happened, Megan, an earthquake.
Yeah,
out
guys,
west.
An earthquake just happened for folks out near Union City. El Reno, Hinton may have heard felt a little shaken this morning here at 5:36. That's a 3.2 magnitude earthquake. So that's enough to make you feel it and maybe get you out of bed this morning. So message us or message me. Let me know if you felt it. And again, that was just back to the south and to the west of Oklahoma City here just under 30 minutes ago. So that's kind of a rude wake-up call here on the morning after Christmas, right? Here's the live look from our Lucky Stars Skycam network, our downtown camera. We still got some snowflakes falling at the top of the Devon Tower and some red and green down here in downtown. Feeling festive still, even though Christmas is over. We are 6 days away until 2026. 54 is our temperature right now, 77% humidity under clear skies. Across the metro, upper 50s and low 60s, a few isolated 40s up to the north, back down to the south and to the west, and some 30s back into the panhandle. We've got a weak front moving through right now, giving us a little bit of a north wind. We'll talk more about the rest of today. The big cold front, the blast in this weekend, the chance for a few showers and snow flurries that's coming up.
All right, Megan, thanks. Let's get to your top stories this morning. A woman is dead after police say that she was hit and killed by the driver of a car on the northwest side of Oklahoma City. In fact, officers say that woman was walking along Lake Hefner Parkway right near 122nd last night when she rushed out onto the highway and was hit. Police say the driver then stayed on the scene, but then they were hit by a second car. Part of the highway was closed for nearly 3 hours overnight while crews cleared the area. So far, officers have not shared the condition of the driver that was then hit.
Well, an Oklahoma teen's life changed forever last Christmas when a car crash left him unable to walk.
Yeah, but through his faith in God and the support of his doctors, he's been determined to keep moving forward. News 9's Deanne Stein has an inspiring story.
Looking at his car, it's a miracle Caden Cummings survived. A crash last Christmas Eve left him partially paralyzed. Moments before impact, he told me he was praying about his future. And today, that faith is fueling his determination to walk again.
Getting into his truck isn't easy. But for Caden Cummings, who is confined to a wheelchair, the process doesn't discourage him, it drives him forward.
You feel normal. You know, feel like your normal self.
The truck is outfitted just for him, allowing him to take the wheel and take back his independence after a devastating crash last Christmas.
The last main thing I remember was railroad tracks crossing them.
Caden fell asleep at the wheel on his way home from Mustang to El Reno.
Whenever I woke up in ICU and they told me I broke my back, I knew what that meant. I knew that meant I was paralyzed.
His doctors say Caden suffered 2 brain bleeds, a collapsed lung, broken ribs, and a broken back. His spinal cord was crushed just below the chest. But at just 19, he hasn't let the diagnosis define him. Instead, he says it gave him a feeling of peace.
I'm grateful to be in this situation and still be here.
Relying heavily on his faith, Caden immediately started putting in the work. A lot of that work done with his trainer Jeremy Johnson here at the 34 Project.
He's come so far with new muscle activation, new strength, and it's been amazing.
And Caden's doctors who cared for him in those beginning days are amazed too.
Life is all about perspective, I believe. You know, I could view that as, you know, why God, why do you put me in that situation? But I wear it like a badge of honor, and that's truly how to keep the positive mindset. It's just taking it one day at a time.
And soon, he believes, one step at a time. In Oklahoma City, Deanne Stein for Oklahoma's Own.
Yeah, an inspiring man, no doubt. Caden is planning to attend Oklahoma State University next month to study finance.
For some, staying sober during the holiday season can be a challenge. Because of that, some Oklahoma businesses are working to create spaces where everyone feels included. At Nothing's Left Brewery in Tulsa, non-alcoholic options are becoming more popular, offering guests a chance to enjoy the experience without alcohol.
It's really about people being able to spend their time together in quality ways, and we want to be able to always facilitate that, no matter the beverage.
The brewery in 2018 and has since introduced a non-alcoholic line called Mood Brew to the menu.
And here's a reminder, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol will have DUI checkpoints set up all across the metro this weekend. The Highway Patrol, Mustang Police, and the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office will be stationed across Oklahoma and Canadian counties Saturday night from 9 until 3, but everyone is encouraged to find a safe ride home. 6:06 your time right now. Let's take a look at your morning drive this morning. Let's look at a live look from our American Fidelity camera here on the Lucky Star Skycam network. This is the Broadway extension. See the Devon Tower, downtown OKC there in the background, and very few cars. We'd like to see that. We don't typically see this around 6 o'clock here on a Friday morning, but that's the case right after Christmas. So we hope if you are getting out on the road that you drive safely, but maybe you get to stay home and enjoy that Christmas spirit for a little bit longer. We'll keep you posted if anything should pop up throughout the morning.
A Metro family woke up this Christmas with a gift to last them a lifetime. After years of living in a cramped apartment, the family of 5 is now in their new Habitat for Humanity home. News 9's Stephanie Minichi has the details.
Many people opened Christmas presents Thursday morning, but one family is opening the door to their new home. What made the day extra special was the kids had no idea.
This is your new house. Oh. This is your house.
Really?
Merry Christmas.
Roman and her husband Ayalu and their 3 children are finally moving into a home that belongs to them. They're now a part of the Cornerstone Creek subdivision in northwest Oklahoma City through Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity.
Thank you.
The family moved to the States 9 years ago from Ethiopia, hoping to one day own their own home. Habitat for Humanity's Ann Felton Gillian says it was a surprise for the kids.
So this is their Christmas present. So when they came in today, they didn't realize it.
And it was clear the kids loved their Christmas gift.
Maya, come look.
During the dedication of their new home, they had a moment of prayer.
Lord, you can take this structure that we call a house, and we invite you into it today, Lord, to make it a home. Lord.
Gillian says this is the first time they've surprised a family. Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity started in 1987, building about 35 houses a year. The Cornerstone Creek subdivision is one they started building a year ago. In order to qualify for the homes, recipients have to meet certain requirements.
We interview them and we do background checks on families and the credit check, all these things go into it, and then we just put them in the hopper and they're in line to get into a new home.
The families are also required to put in 100 hours of what Gillian says is sweat equity. She also says living in this area is a bonus for the kids.
It's the Piedmont schools, so they'll have the opportunity to go to one of the best school districts in the state.
Grateful, these kids will now have their own bedrooms.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us buy a new home.
Habitat for Humanity says it also has future plans to include a park and gazebo at Cornerstone Creek.
Oh, what an amazing gift this Christmas.
Yeah.
6:09 your time right now. We turn to look at the weather, Bob Mills Weather Center. We got to talk about this earthquake, Megan. A lot of folks out west said we felt it here.
Yeah, exactly. Just over a 3 magnitude earthquake. Folks in Hinton sending messages saying they felt the ground shake this morning. So morning after Christmas, probably a little frightening and just kind of like, what is going on, right? You're trying to get a good night's sleep. Hope everybody had a great Christmas here on your Friday. If you're headed out the door, there is the Broadway extension. Few folks out and about, but it is a pretty quiet start to the day. 54 is our temperature right now, and as the day progresses, we'll have light winds, sunshine, and temperatures warming to 77 degrees. We'll talk more about the cold front that slams in this weekend. It's coming up.
Still ahead, after losing both of his parents in 1 year, a 7-year-old gets a Christmas surprise. How the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office stepped in after the break.
All right, out the door this morning. Hope you got those tank tops and shorts as Christmas presents yesterday. Because
you got your cutoff tank tops ready to go.
The cutoff.
Well, hey, you can make anything a cutoff if you put your mind to it.
I'm so proud of myself. So my brother will buy T-shirts and he will literally like cut the sleeves off.
Oh gosh.
I pranked him this year and I just went ahead and bought him pre-cut.
You can do that?
Yes. It's probably not as fun. But
did he like it?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm gonna need that.
It's brother-sister thing, you know.
I'm gonna need that website.
Twin things. Megan has a twin brother.
I have a twin brother.
Yeah. But they don't really look alike.
No. Brown curly hair.
Yeah.
So anyways, hey, out the door this morning, clear skies, we've got light winds, and as we go through the day today, Colby.
I don't know what's happening this morning. Let's carry on, Megan, carry on.
Let me talk about the weather here. So we've got a big cold front that's blasting this weekend, and that's going to really change things up for everyone that's like, where is winter? We do get essentially 2 days of it, and then we warm it back up into the 60s and maybe even the 70s. So your out the door forecast here this morning, very mild. Temperatures are in the 40s and the 50s. By midday, we're nearly 70 degrees, and this afternoon, temperatures warming into the upper 70s. We mentioned this a little bit ago, but we just had an earthquake about 45 minutes ago back to the southwest of Oklahoma City. Also an earthquake just after midnight to the west of Coffeyville, Kansas, right on the border there of Kansas and Oklahoma. So we'll zoom in here. Those of you in Coger, this was a 3.2 magnitude earthquake at 5:36. Luqueba over to Binger, to Hinton, the Cherokee Trading Post, and El Reno. You probably felt it. We didn't feel it here in Oklahoma City, but maybe we weren't paying attention. There's a good chance that is what happened. Here are your highs from yesterday. I tell you what, it was a very warm Christmas across the state and western Oklahoma. You were under the gun for the heat. Upper 80s, nearly 90 degrees out to the west, and it will go down as the warmest Christmas on record here in Oklahoma City. The previous record was 73, so we shattered that record. We actually also broke the warmest low morning temperature record as well. So 2 records fell yesterday, and we've had records fall all week long. On Tuesday, the record was 72. We climbed to 77. Christmas Eve, we didn't break the record. The record was 86, so we weren't going to get there, but we were the 3rd warmest Christmas Eve on record. And then again, your Christmas Day at 79, the record was 73. Here's the live look from our Lucky Star Skycam network. We're happy you're with us here on this morning after Christmas. OCCC camera, the skies are clear, 54% humidity, no fog issues out the door this morning. It is 49 in El Reno, 50 in Chickasha, 53 in Weatherford, and 48 in Hobart. We've got a little area down to the southwest, Altus, Mangum, Hollis. You all are in the 40s. Enid up to Medford, Alva, Ponca, 40s, and then some 30s in the Panhandle, and everybody else is so very mild in the 50s and the 60s. Our winds are about 5 to 10 miles per hour. A little breeze up to the north and west, south of Woodward, north of Clinton, a few gusts to 15. We've had gusts or 2 to 20, and that's that weak front that is moving in this morning. So we're going to have a north wind with us through the day that's going to help bring in some drier air, and it's also going to knock temperatures down just several degrees up across the north. So mid to upper 70s, 80s down to the south, and we'll have sunshine. So really, really gorgeous day, but average highs for this time of year should be about 49 degrees. Tonight we'll have a light breeze back to the south, partly cloudy skies. It's a warm night for us. And then for your Saturday, if you've got Saturday plans, partly cloudy skies, very warm, very breezy. We're going to break another record with a high of 78. The previous record, 75 in 1946. Upper 70s and low 80s statewide. Now up to the north and west, there is cold air building. This area of low pressure is what is going to drive our cold front as that scoots down to the south, and that is what brings big changes for your Sunday and your Monday. So here is Sunday afternoon. The important part is, depending upon the timing of the cold front, we may start the day in the 50s and the 60s, especially in Oklahoma City. Most data says we're in the 60s in the morning. When the cold front hits midday, your temperatures start to tumble. So we may even warm it several degrees towards the 70-degree mark. The cold front hits, and by the afternoon into the evening, we're in the mid-40s. By the evening, we're in the 30s. So it'll feel like the 20s with a north wind at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Down to the south, it's going to take the cold front longer to reach you, so you all have a warm day. There is a little moisture with this system, very little. It's kind of just weak, but the moisture that there will be off into eastern Oklahoma. A few snow flurries possible back into the panhandle, and the better moisture is well up to the north and east. So we'll go with a 20% chance across the north, a 10% chance for a sprinkle or shower here in Oklahoma City. Higher chances down to the south and east, and the chance for a few snow flurries up in the north and west. Again, none of that is going to amount to any measurable snow. Here is your 9-day forecast. 2 more record-breaking temperature days. Cold front comes in Sunday, and temperatures in the morning on Monday and Tuesday in the teens and the 20s. Afternoon highs will be in the 30s, and then by New Year's, we're back into the 60s. Guys, back over to you.
Megan, thank you. The Tulsa County Sheriff's Office gave a big Christmas surprise to a 7-year-old boy who really needs it this year.
He sure does. Carson Mongold lost both of his parents, and Carson was with both of them when they died. News 9's Reagan Ledbetter reports.
Carson Mongold's mom passed away in February, but his dad died in a tragic accident 2 days before Thanksgiving. The Sheriff's Office wanted to make sure Carson's Christmas was extra special this year.
Merry Christmas, what is that? Come over here and see that Santa brought you.
Wow, I told him Santa was coming. You know what the heck?
Come on over here.
7-year-old Carson Mongold has a lot to smile about right now. A new bike.
Rip over that one for us.
Oh my God.
Toys, new clothes, and shoes.
I like them.
It's needed because Carson hasn't had a lot to smile about this year.
This is a young man who has lost 2 parents within the year to horrific circumstances, and he was present during both of those. That's a lot for anyone to go through, but now you're talking about a 7-year-old boy.
Carson was at home with his mom when she died in February. Then Carson went to live with his dad, who died just 2 days before Thanksgiving.
With his father recently dying under some terrible circumstances, 2 of our deputies, which are here today, responded to that, and the child was there, and the child remembers him, you know, and so we thought, let's get these 2 guys to come out and deliver the toys so he can see him in a better light.
Now pedal hard.
Those 2 deputies even helped Carson ride his new bike. Carson now lives with his grandparents. His grandmother, Cindy, says although Carson has been through a lot, she says he's a tough kid, and it makes her happy to see him happy.
Oh, it's awesome just to see him smiling and be happy, and he loves everything he got, absolutely. I really appreciate everybody coming out, made it that much more special. And for the 2 sheriffs to come out and have time with him, I think it's great, because they know it was really stressful that day.
Reagan Ledbetter, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Your time now 6:21, taking a look at your morning traffic. This is a live look from our news tracker, Joey Mitchell. Good morning, Joey. He's in the southbound lanes of I-44 this morning. You'll see a few cars out there, but not too many. Everybody's taking off the day after Christmas, so hopefully it was a good holiday for you and have a good weekend.
Is Joey headed home?
Where's he going? You going home? But yeah, if you have your weekend ahead of you, hopefully it's going to be a good one. We will let you know if anything changes, but so far it's been a quiet morning on the roadways.
That's the way we like it on a Friday.
Yes, just how we like it.
Still ahead here on News 9, the Oklahoma City Thunder helping Oklahoma Army National Guard Sergeant pull off a big Christmas surprise. His reunion inside the Paycom Center with his dad. It's after the break.
Again, we just want to say thank you for all that you do, and especially in this special wait a minute. Oh wow. Juba, turn around.
What a special moment there in the Paycom Center during the Thunder game against the Spurs yesterday. A team helped Sergeant Anthony, I want to make sure I get his name right, Akam Mensa. He surprised his dad, Juba Allen, for the holidays. Anthony is in the U.S. Army. He hadn't seen his dad in 9 months. 9 months. So we thank Sergeant Akamensa and everyone in the military for their service to our country. And what a moment there inside the Paycom Center. That probably was the highlight of the game
After
yesterday.
the game, yeah, that's probably the best moment on the court, by far.
Exactly. Well, let's turn now for the outdoor forecast. Megan Gold standing by. Megan, we're looking for some excitement in the forecast, but it doesn't look like there's very much.
Not a whole lot, at least for today and tomorrow. It's more of the same. Winds will be lighter today, sunshine, above normal temperatures today and into tomorrow, but we do have big changes headed our way, and that'll give you your excitement. Here are highs today, mid to upper 70s down to the south, and as we go to the weekend, cold front slams in, highs in the 30s and 40s. We'll talk more about it coming up.
Still ahead, some OU professors are reacting to the university's decision to remove a graduate teaching assistant from teaching after a grade appeal investigation. What they're saying about the decision after the break.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 this morning.
It is 6:30 on your Friday morning. Hope you survived Christmas. Looking at the Lucky Star Skycam network, the Devon Tower's got some snowflakes in there. Wouldn't that be nice?
That ain't happening.
Kind of got the opposite of that happening right now. In fact, no moisture whatsoever, and it's hot. Glad you're with us this morning. I'm Colby Thelen with Addie Crawford.
Yeah, excited to be here.
Yes.
Those snowflakes, it's misleading.
It is very misleading, and it gets your hopes up.
Yeah, you're like, man, I wish there were snowflakes, but.
Ah, man, I wish there was something anywhere close to feeling like December, but as we turn to the Bob Mills Weather Center now, it doesn't look like we're going to get that until Sunday, Megan.
It's 2 days away. You guys can wait 48 hours.
No.
Come on.
I need it now.
This is
right now.
The now generation.
Yes.
Just like snap my fingers and make it happen. Hey, yesterday was record breaking. You've heard us talk about that all week long. We had portions of western and southwestern Oklahoma nearly 90 degrees. Mangum 89 on Christmas Day. Elk City 88. Bessie, you were 87. Down to Camargo 86, and the list just goes on from there. 79 was our official high in Oklahoma City, making it the warmest Christmas on record here in the metro. For today, more record-breaking temperatures. We're not going to shatter it, but we'll climb a degree or two above it. The record from 2008, 76, and forecasting 77 for our high temperature today here in Oklahoma City. Here's the live look from our Lucky Star Skycam network. The skies are clear, greeting you here on this 26th day of December. 54 is our temperature right now, 77% humidity, 49 now in El Reno, 47 in Kingfisher, 58 in Jones, and a few spots in the north and the southwest. Back into the Panhandle in the 30s and 40s. We'll talk more about that cold blast as we go to the weekend. It's coming up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Megan, Newcastle police are calling on the public to help identify 4 men responsible for an attempted home invasion. This Christmas morning surveillance video shows the men as they tried to kick down the door of a home near Fox Lane in Country Club Road. 2 women were located in a getaway vehicle and arrested. The outstanding suspects are considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information this morning is asked to contact the Newcastle police or just call 911.
Oklahoma City firefighters are investigating after a trailer home catches fire in Choctaw. I want to show you the scene around 1:45 yesterday afternoon. This was right near Southeast 89th and Indian Meridian. Firefighters say they were able to quickly get that fire out. They tell us at least a quarter of the home, though, was damaged.
Right now, it looks like about 25% of the house is damaged, although there's smoke and water damage throughout. And with the fire having gotten up into the attic space, we've been pulling ceiling throughout the house.
So firefighters say no one was inside when they arrived, and luckily no one was injured.
A new story this morning, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol says a 49-year-old woman is dead after a crash in Woodward County. Troopers say the crash happened just before 5 last night on Highway 270 near County Road 36. They tell us Jennifer Collier was driving northbound on Highway 270 when she tried to turn around to check on another driver and was then hit by another car. Troopers tell us Collier was not wearing a seatbelt and died after the crash. Troopers shut down both lanes of Highway 270 for over an hour after the crash. No one was hurt in the second car.
6:33 your time right now. Let's get a check of traffic if you're headed out the door this morning. Taking a live look at our SSM cam here on the Lucky Star Skycam network. I-40 right out there near Douglas on the east side of the metro, and not many cars out there. You don't typically see that around 6:30 on a Friday morning out on I-40, but that's the case, and we like to see it. Hopefully you're staying at home as well, enjoying the day after Christmas. We'll keep you posted if any big accident should pop up that'll slow you down, but so far it's smooth sailing.
A big story here. A group of OU professors says they're disappointed with the university's decision to remove an instructor from teaching. OU leadership announced this week graduate teaching assistant Mel Kurth would not be allowed to teach following a grade appeal investigation. OU junior Samantha Falnacki claimed Kurth discriminated against her religion by failing an essay where she referenced the Bible. The university said Monday Kurth was, quote, arbitrary in grading the paper and revoked her teaching duties. In a statement, OU's chapter of the American Association of University Professors says the university is hiding behind vague statements and essentially assertions of trust us. OU is making an employment decision public, which is inflaming the situation.
In less than 2 months, state lawmakers will gather at the Capitol to kick off the 2026 legislative session, spending 4 months sifting through thousands of bills.
But less than 1/10 of the bills they start with will become law, and some won't even see the light of day. Our Capitol reporter Haley Hetrick walks us through the process.
Each year in this building, lawmakers start with thousands and thousands of bills.
In the House, though, they're restricted to 8. In the Senate, we're not. We can file as many as we want. And we have some lawmakers that'll file 100, and then some will file 5 to 10 or 15, right?
State Senator Paul Rosino says he tries to file less than 20 bills each year and doesn't even end up running all of them. But that's not the case for some of his counterparts.
I get a little concerned when I see these thousands of bills because many of them, especially in my party, we run as small government Republicans, and it seems to me that we file a whole lot of bills that do a whole lot of governing when we should probably be scaling that back a little bit.
Some lawmakers even admit the bills they file will grab headlines, but they'll never see the light of day.
Most of those bills, and the ones that aren't heard in many cases, are probably would do nothing for the everyday Oklahoman. And so we try to concentrate, if we can, on the bills that's going to matter to the people of Oklahoma.
And what you see in February may not be what the final draft looks like in May.
They can change a lot. We can do amendments on them. People can, when they move over to another chamber, language can be completely stripped out of them and new language put in. And we're always watching for those kind of things to make sure that bad things aren't going to happen.
To put it in perspective, almost 3,000 bills were introduced in 2025. Less than 500 of those were actually signed into law.
So it's a process, and it is a good process, I will say, to Oklahomans. It can look like it's dysfunction, but it's not. It really is a good way to do business.
These bills will be proposed for the 2026 legislative session beginning in February. At the Capitol for Oklahoma's Own, I'm Haley Hetrick.
This will be the second session of the 60th legislature. Any bill that wasn't voted down in 2025 can be brought back up next year. Those are called carryovers.
And that legislative session starts in February. We'll be following. Check this out. A little girl in eastern Oklahoma spends part of her Christmas Eve ringing the bell for the Salvation Army. 4-year-old Hippie Morgan sang Christmas songs, wished folks Merry Christmas, and thanked those who donated in Muskogee. Her grandmother is raising Hippie and wants her to understand what Christmas is really about.
I want her to know the importance of giving at an early age and how important and what the true meaning of Christmas is.
That's typical 4-year-old right there. Hippie's grandmother says her holiday cheer was impossible to miss, creating a memory that will last long after the holidays.
Well, that's one tactic to get donations.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you say no to that face?
Take my money. Just take all my money.
I'll give it. Okay, I'm donating. You have to.
We love that, especially teaching kids. Yeah, it's about not just getting gifts, but giving to others and giving of your time. And important lessons being learned out there in Muskogee. Yes. Let's turn now to the Bob Mills Weather Center. Megan Gold standing by. Megan, we were talking about possibly ringing the bells this year. It just didn't work with our schedule, did it?
No, it didn't, but I want to make it happen next year because I think it's so important. And it's one of my favorite parts of the holiday season to see people give, even if it's just the coins that they have in their pocket, right? Huge
I have my Santa suit ready to go, so whenever.
Oh, yeah. What about your Buddy the Elf suit?
I could wear that too. Yeah, you're right.
That would bring in the money. I tell you what. Hey, we are breaking daylight on our Lucky Stars Skycam network. We hope your morning is off to a great start. Hope you had a great Christmas holiday with your friends and your family. Things are quiet here in the Bob Mills Weather Center. That is off on the eastern horizon from our Christensen camera. We are a very warm 54 degrees as you get going here on your Friday, and this afternoon will be another chance to break a record. That has been the deal all week long. A cold blast comes in this weekend. We'll talk about how cold we get and when we warm it back up. It's coming up.
Still ahead, President Donald Trump says the U.S. military launched strikes on ISIS targets And the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is investigating Tesla 3-door handles. We'll take a look at your top national stories after the break.
All right, welcome back. It's 6:45, and we're getting very close to New Year's. You guys already made your resolutions yet?
No.
You said you weren't really a big New Year's resolution.
Not this year, no. Every year I'm like, I'm gonna be a runner. I'm gonna do the marathon this year. At this point, I can't even do a 5K. It's that bad.
Well, it starts with running.
And I don't want to do that.
It starts with one step.
One step at a time.
A brisk walk. And
what about you, Megan? You have any resolutions?
No, not really. I mean,
no, man, we are terrible.
I'm kind of more the person of just constantly evaluating what's going on in your life. What can you improve on? You know, I think waiting until the first of the year is kind of a lame excuse. Like in October, I'll wait till January 1st.
I'll just wait till next year.
Right, and then I'll try it again in 2027. So.
Okay, well, we're 6 days away. So
6
if you
days
don't
away,
have
isn't that
them
hard to
together
believe?
yet, and if you're trying to make them, now's the time to do it.
You got 6 days to think about it.
Yep, you got a whole 6 days.
Ask me in 6 days.
Ask me Monday morning, and I'll have an answer for you.
Okay.
So yeah, it's hard to believe. Christmas is over.
So goal-oriented. I'm always working to improve myself.
Gosh, look at her, man.
I'm always just trying to be a better person for all of you. For all of you.
Every day of the year.
Love you so much. Hey, we are breaking daylight. Look at that. Look at the Lucky Star Skycam network. It's gorgeous this morning. Our sunrise is still those late sunrises at 7:37. So as you're getting going here, maybe moving kind of slow after the Christmas holiday. I think the holiday lasts all the way through New Year's. I don't know about you. And again, we're 6 days away from that. So on our Lucky Star Skycam network, from our American Fidelity camera down to our Christensen camera, OCCC, we've got daylight breaking. And big changes are headed our way as we go through the day today. We're cranking it back up. High temperatures back in the mid to upper 70s and a few low 80s. The record is 76. We broke a record yesterday for the warmest Christmas on record here in Oklahoma City. Western Oklahoma, temperatures climbed into the upper 80s, nearly 90 degrees. Normal for this time of year is 49. That is 40 degrees above normal. We've got a cold front that blasts in on Sunday, and that will drop highs on Monday into the 30s. It's essentially a 2-day deal, and by the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures take back off, and we're back to the 50s, 60s, and ultimately maybe some 70s, some data is saying. So this shows you average high temperatures on the first of every month. Again, right now, average high is about 49 degrees as we go into the first of the year. 48 will drop a degree, and then by February 1st, 50s into the 60s by April, and then you know the deal into July. Average highs are in the upper 80s and the low 90s. For today, and really over the past several days, the weather has been quiet. We've had a ridge of high pressure dominating our weather pattern. It has kept us very warm. We've had quite a lot of moisture at play. We've had dense fog advisories, a lot of mornings, and we've had some fog, low visibility. Not seeing any of that this morning because we do have a weak boundary that is moving through. That's actually bringing in some drier air. It's going to give us a north wind today, a lighter wind day, and we'll have sunshine. So you won't notice big changes, but you can actually tell where that ridge is set up, where you see more of these yellows and the oranges. So there's your ridge, and that again, that subtropical ridge has been dominating our weather pattern. It gets a good shove to the south as we go into the weekend because of that cold front coming in, and it's actually going to make a return as we go back into the kind of the new year here. Here is our downtown camera as we look off to the south. Dark skies there, but again, the eastern horizon starting to light up with the colors from the sunrise. 54 is our temperature right now, 77% humidity, and a west wind right now at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chickasha, good morning. You're 47 degrees, 48 in El Reno, 58 in Chandler, 60 in Tecumseh right now. We've got kind of those 40s spreading farther to the south up over towards Kingfisher. It's 54 in Stillwater, 49 in Woodward, and 49 in Altus. Winds are pretty light this morning, 5 to 10 miles per hour, a few gusts to 15 up in the northwest. And this afternoon, mid 70s to the north, upper 70s and low 80s down to the south with sunshine. I think it'll be beautiful. Tonight, we'll have a few clouds around. Winds will be breezy in the northwest with 40s and 50s. And for tomorrow, the winds crank back up out of the south, southwest, upper 70s, low 80s. Another record-breaking day for us. The record 75 degrees back from the 1940s. And then Sunday afternoon, the cold front blasts through. Out ahead of the cold front, your temperatures may warm into the 60s 60s and even the 70s for some. But as the cold front arrives midday, your temperatures will level off and start to fall. That means by the afternoon, 30s, 40s, 50s, and still warm down in southern Oklahoma where the cold front has yet to arrive. A strong north wind with gusts to 40 and 45 miles per hour. It will be a big time windy and chilly day. There is a little moisture at play here. I mean, it's pretty abysmal at best. A few light showers off into eastern Oklahoma and the chance for a few snow flurries in the panhandle. Again, not a lot of moisture to play with here. 20% chance across the north, 10% chance in Oklahoma City, higher chances down to the south, and a few snow flurry chances in the panhandle. When we put it all together, this is your 9-day forecast. 2 more days in the 70s. Cold front hits on Sunday, highs in the 30s on Monday. We're back in the 40s, upper 40s by Tuesday, 50s and 60s as we bring in the new year, guys. Back over to you.
Megan, thank you. Now, from building basketball courts to feeding families, the Thunder organization is always giving back to the community.
And they've been ramping up their giving efforts for the holidays. Our Mike Glover got to tag along for their 12 days of giving.
Okay, so we're used to seeing the Thunder organization out in the community doing great things. But during the holidays, those efforts go into overdrive.
I think this year we're close to about 40-ish activations.
Close to 40 community engagements since November 1st, making this the organization's busiest season ever. And part of the Giving Fund is their Sprite 12 Days of Giving.
We identify 12 agencies that we may or may not work with throughout the season, and we gift them with about $1,000 worth of product from their wish list.
Groups like the Police Athletic League.
We provide everything from jerseys, cleats, shin guards, coaches' balls, everything free of charge to a little over 3,000 OKCPS students.
So when the Thunder Group, along with Rumble of course, showed up bearing gifts, it was a huge surprise.
It looks really fun. I'm glad they came.
This gift really helps us offset those costs to provide snacks and food to the kids who may not have something to go home to.
They had a great cheerline with all the kids, and that was such a great feeling.
The Red Andrews Christmas Dinner hasn't been in person since 2019, but this year they're back, feeding close to 8,000 people and providing toys for 6,000 kids.
They have these fabulous toys that's going to make children so happy that may not have at Christmas.
And since we're in the spirit of giving, Goodwill decided to join in the Giving Fund.
We have winter coats that are donated to us here at Goodwill, so what better way than to give that back during the winter?
Goodwill gave us over 400 coats.
This is why we do it during the season of giving, and we love it.
The giving efforts of the reigning NBA champions. That is something good. I'm Mike Glover for Oklahoma's Own.
All right, your time now is 6:50. We're going to look at your morning traffic. It's definitely picking up just a little bit. This is a live look from our news tracker, Lex Stanfield. He's in Northeast OKC on I-235 near Northeast 23rd Street. Looks like quite a few people heading into Oklahoma City, but no crashes to report so far. We'll let you know if anything changes.
Let's get a look at some of your top national stories this morning. President Donald Trump says the U.S. launched powerful and deadly strikes on ISIS targets in Nigeria on Thursday. In a post to social media, the president said that he has, quote, previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay. And tonight there was, talking about Christmas night. President Trump did not provide more details on the strikes.
And U.S. safety regulators are looking into some Tesla Model 3 cars following a complaint about the door handles. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration received a report from a driver saying he had to escape through the rear window after the car caught fire. The complaint says the mechanical door release is hidden, unlabeled, and not intuitive to locate during an emergency.
And if you're avoiding Avengers Doomsday spoilers, maybe mute your TV for a second. Close your eyes. It's 20 seconds long, no worries. Fans are getting a first look at the upcoming Marvel film. Now, the new trailer doesn't really offer many details, but does tease the return of Steve Rogers. Shay, our floor director, is that Captain America? Okay, that's Captain America. Disney plans to release 3 more trailers in the coming weeks. The premiere of Avengers Doomsday is set for December 18th of next year. Got a little while to wait.
Looking forward to that one. Coming up on the Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages porch, the OKC Fraternal Order of Police joins us in studio talking about their new 2026 Thin Blue Line decal, how you can help support OKC law enforcement this morning at 9. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Newborn babies in the NICU at Mercy Hospital got a special visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus for their first Christmas. Santa says all these babies are on the nice list. In case you were wondering, Mercy says both Santa and Mrs. Claus brought some Christmas cheer to the newborns and their families.
Oh, first Christmas.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
Amazing.
So many great things happening there, and thinking about those families as well this Christmas.
Absolutely.
Today, we're looking at another record-breaking day.
Another record breaker, absolutely. Hey, I've got a gorgeous shot from our Norman camera this morning. Check it out. Sunrise coming up here in about 40 minutes. In your hour-by-hour forecast, we will warm it into the upper 70s and a few low 80s this afternoon. Cold front blasting on Sunday. I'll have more coming up at 9.
All right. Hey, Merry Christmas, you guys.
Yeah.
And a
Happy
Happy
birthday.
New Year.
Happy
birthday,
belated.
Colby.
Yeah, old man over here.